Experts urge Cambodia to maintain stance regarding SCS dispute. As a non-claimant state in the South China Sea dispute, Cambodia is urged to uphold its neutrality, avoiding alignment in the territorial conflicts between ASEAN member states and China. At the same time, Cambodia supports ASEAN's collective decisions regarding one of the world's most strategically important maritime corridors. Experts warn that the involvement of major powers could impede progress in establishing a code of conduct, COC, and complicate efforts to reach peaceful resolutions. The ongoing negotiations for the COC, initiated in March 2018, follow the 2002 Declaration on the Conduct of Parties in the South China Sea, DOC, which was issued by ASEAN member states and China to promote peace and stability in the region. The South China Sea dispute involves multiple overlapping territorial claims, primarily among China, Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, and Brunei. This strategic waterway is crucial for global trade, with the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development estimating that over 21% of global commerce, valued at $3.37 trillion, passed through its waters in 2016. In an interview with Khmer Times, Po Satharak, a retired academic and senior advisor to the Cambodian Center for Regional Studies, CCRS, and a retired diplomat, underscored the necessity for ASEAN to uphold its centrality in managing disputes involving regional and external powers. ASEAN centrality is about leadership. It's about unity. It's about one voice behind very clear decisions on a rules-based order. You have to be very clear on the issues, because otherwise ASEAN relevancy, ASEAN centrality is in doubt. And once it's in doubt, all ASEAN framework will also be weakened, he said. He emphasized the importance of strengthening ASEAN's strategic autonomy, stating, "That means we make our own decision without any power telling us what to do." Satharak outlined 3 layers of interaction within the dispute. The first involves the direct claimants, Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, and Brunei, who have overlapping maritime and territorial claims with China. For ASEAN to strengthen its position, the claimant states needs to be united. They need to have one voice again. When they negotiate with China, they need to speak the same thing, he noted, citing the Philippines' decision to take the case to the Permanent Court of Arbitration, PCA. But Vietnam did not do the same. Malaysia did not do the same. Brunei didn't do anything, Satharak said. So China favors bilateral negotiation. In 2016, the PCA ruled in favor of the Philippines, declaring China's claims under the 9-dash line as having no legal basis. However, China dismissed the ruling, calling it null and void. China asserts historical rights over most of the South China Sea, marked by the 9-dash line, which overlaps with the exclusive economic zones, EEZs, of several ASEAN countries, including Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, and Brunei. Regarding Cambodia's neutrality in the South China Sea dispute, Professor Shotaro Hamamoto of Kyoto University was of the view that while the country has refrained from taking a position, such decisions have long-term implications. Certainly, I don't think Cambodia has been actively supporting China for not implementing the South China Sea arbitration, Professor Hamamoto said. Regarding Cambodia's position as a non-claimant state, Satharak expressed support for the government's policy of neutrality. "Our principle is to be neutral. Our principle is that we support ASEAN collective decisions on the South China Sea, and we take no positions on the issues. And many times over, the government has already made this statement," he said. As ASEAN and China continue discussions, Cambodia remains steadfast in its commitment to neutrality, advocating for diplomatic engagement and regional stability in one of the world's most strategically significant maritime corridors. So Nero, minister delegate attached to the Prime Minister in charge of ASEAN affairs, reiterated Cambodia's neutral position. Cambodia urges all parties to exercise patience and resolve disputes peacefully through dialogue and negotiations while fully implementing the DOC to prevent escalation, he told Khmer Times. The second layer of complexity, according to Satharak, involves the engagement of extra-regional powers, particularly the United States. The Americans are not happy that China keeps saying that a third party should not get involved in the South China Sea issue, because the Americans view the South China Sea as an international waterway where all countries can navigate or fly over it. They believe the international airspace and waters should be free and open, and this is a contentious issue, he said. In support of its contention, the U.S. has sent naval vessels to sail in the area. China has argued that while it supports freedom of navigation, it opposes what it perceives as military provocations by external powers, particularly U.S. naval patrols in contested areas. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs Prak Sokhonn has also previously expressed hopes for a resolution. Cambodia, as a non-claimant state, wishes to stay neutral with regard to territorial dispute, and we hope all parties concerned will continue to maintain conducive environment for safeguarding peace, security, and stability in the region, thus contributing to the conclusion of the COC negotiation, he said in a statement. The COC for the South China Sea remains under negotiation between China and ASEAN. In July 2023, both sides agreed on new guidelines to expedite the process, aiming to conclude negotiations by 2026.